Hi, so today we will be talking about introduction to prompting. So first, what is a prompt? A prompt is any kind of assistance given to the learner to help them choose the correct response. A prompt is considered an antecedent strategy. This means it's something that you do before the learner's behavior. Prompts are really important because they help our clients learn and they decrease frustration. Just think about when you're learning a new task. You don't want to just keep making mistakes and doing it over and over again. That's frustrating for anyone, and especially for the kids that we work with. So that's why we have prompts, so that we can help them find that correct response and learn. So there are many different types of prompts. Today we're going to be going over six main ones. They are full physical, partial physical, modeling, gestural, verbal, and visual. So the first prompt we're going to discuss is full physical. Full physical prompting is also often referred to as hand over hand prompting. When providing a full physical prompt, you place your hands over the learner's hands to guide them through the correct response. For example, you are teaching a child to imitate clapping. So for the instruction, you say, like me, and then you clap. For the prompt, you're going to place your hands over the child's hands and then guide them through that clapping motion. And then they have correctly responded. And then you follow up with the reinforcement. Like, great job! That's like me. I've included a video here of an example of a full physical prompt. So let's look.
Okay, so I need you to copy my pattern for me, Mallory. Can you do that? Here we go. We're going to go A, B, A, B, A, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and start. First, we're going to start with this one. Here we go, our yellow. So we're going to go yellow. Then next is going to be this one. So red. Good job. Next is this yellow. Look at you. Okay, next is red. Oh, good. And next is yellow. Good, you copied my pattern.
So as you see in that video, the teacher is using their full hand over the student's hands to guide them to select the correct color to complete the pattern. Alright, the next type of prompting we're going to discuss is partial physical. Partial physical prompting is using some physical touch to help the learner respond correctly, but less than full physical prompting. A partial physical prompt might be a touch on the back of the hand, or on the wrist, or the elbow. So, like our previous example, you're teaching a child to imitate clapping. You say, like me, followed by you clapping. You place your hands on the back of the child's hands, but you're not going to follow through with that clapping motion. It's just to kind of guide the placement of the hands. Then the response, the child follows through with the clapping. Consequence, awesome job, that's like me. The next type of problem they want to discuss is modeling. So modeling is demonstrating the correct response for the child so that they are able to observe it. So for example, you're teaching a child how to follow the direction touch nose. You say, touch your nose, and then you demonstrate for them by touching your own nose. The child responds by touching their own nose. Then you provide the consequence, the reinforcement, which is fantastic. That's touching nose. The next type of prompt I want to discuss is gestural. So a gestural prompt is when you provide the learner with a cue of the correct answer. So this is by pointing to it. You can also do different things like nodding your head or just, kind of like a general hand gesture. So for an example here would be you're teaching a child to identify a picture of a cat from an array of pictures that also includes a dog and a bird. The instruction you give is find the cat. The prompt is you're going to point and gesture to the picture of the cat. The child responds by touching the picture of the cat, and you respond with a consequence saying, that's right, That's the cat. The next example, the next prompt we're going to discuss is a verbal prompt. So a verbal prompt is a verbal cue that helps the child figure out the correct response. It can be a whole sentence, a word, or a sound. So here's the example we're going to discuss. You're teaching a child to ask for help. So the scenario here, the child is putting on their coat, but they're struggling with the zipper. It's a little difficult. The child's looking at you and down at the zipper. So the prompt you're going to give is, it looks like you need something. The child responds saying, I need help zipping. And then you say, I can help zip. Great job asking for help. And then help them zip up their coat. And then the last type of prompting we're going to discuss is visual. A visual prompt is a visual cue such as a picture or text that assists the learner in responding correctly. So for this example, we're also going to discuss teaching a child to ask for help. In this scenario, the child trying to grab a toy that's too high for them to reach. The prompt is that there's already a visual aid on the wall next to the toys for this exact scenario that says the word help. The child tries to reach the toys, sees that prompt up on the wall, and then says, I need help getting toy. The consequence, teacher grabs the toy and gives it to the child. I love how you asked for help. So those are the 6 different kinds of prompts that we use. Just to go over them again, those are full physical, partial physical, modeling, gestural, verbal, and visual. And these are the references that I use for any more information regarding prompting. All right, thanks, and I hope that was